Hi OTC Foodies, it's Terry. Alright, so game day food. If you saw the last video with the chicken salad, well, I mentioned caramel corn. And so that's what I'm getting ready to make right now. So this is really great to have on hand. It's really simple. It really doesn't take a lot of ingredients to make, just takes a little bit of time. So in this pot, we've got a heavy duty pot here. I'm starting with a cup of packed brown sugar. And when you are working with brown sugar, you want to make sure that it is packed and condensed. It's not like granulated sugar in which you just kind of scoop it out. So pack it. We're adding a stick of butter, which is half a cup. And then I'm adding half a cup of light corn syrup. Now, an easy way to measure this is to spray your measuring cup with a little bit of Pam, so that way it doesn't stick and it slides out really easily. So all this is going in here. And then half a teaspoon of salt. I'll put those to the side. So we're going to melt this down and we're going to stir it constantly until it comes to a boil. Turn this down a little bit. Now you want to make sure you have a big enough pot because we're going to be adding baking soda at the end and it's going to bubble up. So you've got to really make sure that you've got a large enough pot to accommodate that. So don't make it in a small pot. And if you like more of a molasses taste, you can use the dark corn syrup rather than the light corn syrup. It'll just have a, I guess, more of a molasses flavor to it, kind of a heavier flavor to it. Plus, you'll end up with a darker looking caramel corn. All right. So this is melting nicely. I've got my timer set for 5 minutes on the microwave. I've also preheated my oven to 250 degrees. Because once we get this ready, then we're going to pop it in the oven and let it bake for about an hour. All right. So we're just going to stir this constantly, letting this butter melt and bring it to a boil. Now this is really great because you can make it in large batches. And it really does keep well. Put it in an airtight container. It's perfect on the counter. And of course, we're in October now, so this is perfect for Halloween or trick-or-treating, or if you just want to have friends over at the house or kids over at the house and you want something for them to snack on. This is really pretty cool. It's fun to make with the kids as well, although I would be very careful working around something that's hot. But they can at least pop the popcorn. All right, so we're looking for this to come to a boil. And once it does, then we're going to leave it alone. And you can see the edges, it's already just starting to come to a slight boil, but we really want it to be a boil all the way through. So it's not quite there yet. And this is going to be the coating on our popcorn. Now, I've already pre-popped 4 quarts of popcorn. And that is about half a cup of the kernels that you want to pop. And I air popped it. I did not use the microwave popcorn just because the microwave popcorn has all the preservatives to it and it's got that coating such as oil and so forth on the popcorn. So I really wanted to stay away from that because I really just like the flavor of fresh popped popcorn without all of those additives on them. All right, so we are almost there. And you can see that it's really starting to boil up now in the center. And I'm going to hit my timer. Oops. This is really important. And you want to make sure you have fresh baking soda. It's really important for that baking soda to be activated. So you'll see it's going to bubble up. And the vanilla will also cause it to bubble up. All right, so that looks really good. All right, so we're just going to turn that down just a little bit. We still want it to boil, but I don't want to burn it. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about our popcorn. So come over here with me. All right, so here is our popcorn. I've got this in a huge bowl. You will need a large bowl. And I already have my baking sheets prepared. So this right here, we've got it lined with parchment paper. And then I'm gonna be adding some peanuts to it. And I like the dry roasted salted peanuts to add to that. It's kind of like Cracker Jacks. Now if you wanna leave the peanuts out, you can. You can add pecans if you'd like. You do it the way you want to. This is gonna be yours. So 16 cups, that's 4 quarts, or half a cup of the kernels in there. And this is where you're gonna need somebody else. So I've got my special guest who'll be joining me in a few minutes when we get ready to mix this, because as soon as you pour it on, you really wanna start mixing it and tossing it so that way it coats all of the popcorn evenly. You do have to be careful because there will be kernels in there. I've tried to remove as many as the unpopped kernels as possible, but there's always some that get through. So this is our popcorn here. All right, so let's go back and check on our mixture on the stove. And you can see we've got about 3 minutes left, and it is boiling nicely. And this is gonna come, I think it's like I know we have a certain temperature that we have to get it to, in which it's like candy. You have to have it reach a certain temperature in order to be a hard candy or a soft candy. And this is probably gonna be closer to a soft candy stage. And we're gonna finish it off in the oven, and that's gonna make it crispy. So oven is ready, and then we're just waiting on this. So we got about 2 minutes left on this. See, it's getting nice and thick there. So this is really like true caramel. If we were going to make a caramel sauce, we would finish off with some heavy cream. But this is not going to be a caramel sauce. This is just caramel corn. And again, be very careful because it will burn if you get it on your skin, because it sticks. So I've done that before, made the mistake of splashing it on me, and it hurts. So just be very careful. And also monitor that color. You want to make sure that it doesn't start burning, so you might have to adjust the temperature a little bit. You don't want to burn that caramel because there's no coming back from that if you burn it. But we want to keep it at that boiling stage, so there's like a fine line there. All right, we're counting down the last few seconds of it. And I promise you, once the kids try this, it won't stay in the house very long. All right, so a few more seconds, and then we're going to take it, or turn off the heat, and then we're going to add our vanilla and our baking soda. All right, here goes our vanilla. And our baking soda. And you can see how that color has darkened right there. All right, Mom, you ready? Okay, get ready to stir. Here I come. All right, ready?
That's pretty.
Yeah. So you really have to stir fast because it does thicken up pretty quick. Just be careful, don't get it on your fingers.
And it
it is getting thick, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It is like making candy in a way. Or a caramel frosting for a cake. While you're stirring, I'm going to add some peanuts in there. Is your arm tired yet?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll stay out of your way.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're doing the important job there.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, doesn't it? It smells good too.
You used to make this a lot for your boys when they were growing up.
I did, and I had a huge bowl, and I would make a huge bowl about this time of year, and just keep it in a container on the counter. And of course, neighborhood kids would always come over and play. with the kids, the boys, and they would always go in the jar and get homemade caramel corn.
Yeah.
That's starting to look really good.
What do you think? A
Um,
little bit more stir?
yeah, maybe in that area right over there. Here we go. Yeah, looks really good. So we're gonna spread this on our baking sheet, and then we're gonna put it in the oven, and we're gonna bake it off for about 45 minutes. Keep an eye on it. We're gonna stir it occasionally, and then let it cool, and then we'll break it into chunks. Yeah.
Come on, peanuts,
it's
get in there.
I know, peanuts are refusing to work in them. Okay. All right, you ready?
You ready?
Okay. Looks like one huge big Rice Krispie treat, doesn't it?
We missed some, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. No pot to clean.
Have you got your rubber spatula
I
over
do.
there?
Okay. Yeah, it's like a huge Rice Krispie treat, but with popcorn and peanuts in it. Wow, that looks really
But
good.
It'll break up really nicely.
Yeah, it will. It will. All right.
Scrape that off, please.
Okay, turn over. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is our prepared pan right here. So this is going in the oven, and we're going to put it in for about 45 minutes. We had two pans in case we needed two, but one's going to be just fine. All right, so that's going to go in there. We're going to stir it every about 10 minutes and keep a close eye on it. We'll be pulling it out in about 45 minutes. So stick around and check back in a few minutes. All right, we're back. So our caramel corn has baked in the oven for about 45-50 minutes at 250 degrees. And I've taken out and let it cool. So you can see we've got some nice chunks here. It's still just a little warm in some of these places. So you can break it up into the size pieces that you want. We have that really nice crunchy bottom there. Hey, Harley. So this is really going to be great, especially watching some football and snacking on some homemade caramel corn. Yep. So I just want to say thanks for joining me, and Mom, thanks for helping me with my videos this weekend. It's been so nice. We got to share this time together, and I really hope y'all have enjoyed them as well. Please don't forget to leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below with the little bell that lets you know whenever there's a new video that's been put online.
Yeah.
So I really do hope you enjoy it. This is awesome, great weekend, snack food here. So
Yeah.
thanks for joining me, and thanks for eating with me today, and take care, and I'll see y'all soon. Ciao.
Bye.